What now? What's going on, Saints fans? This is the last week of preseason football in the games, y'all. This is week number 3 of preseason right here. And the New Orleans Saints will be back home again at the Dome against the Denver Broncos today. Sean Payton is taking his squad into the Dome, y'all. And we got a lot to talk about today. We have, once again, of course, another week to talk about this quarterback position, this competition that's been going on all training camp, and a decision has not been made yet on who's the starter yet. So we still have to talk about that. We still have to talk about who's going to be the guy to start week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. Also, the Saints made some moves. They made some trades over the past week. They got rid of Mr. Colin Saunders. He has moved over there to Jacksonville, like literally after the Jacksonville Jaguars football game. He got moved right over there. We picked up a center over there for them for depth reasons. And then also the bigger pickup as well is Mr. Vili over there from the Broncos, is coming over from the Broncos into this game, and he's now a New Orleans Saint. I think a lot of Saints fans have a lot of controversy on what the Saints gave up. I don't think they have much of a problem about actually getting Vili, Mr. Devon Vili, but I'm hearing a lot of people out there saying that they wish the Saints didn't give up the 4th round pick, and I don't know. I don't know if I agree with a lot of Saints fans on that. The Saints obviously feel like the kid is going to be good, and they needed a tall receiver. We've been talking about that for a while now. We've been talking about on here that the New Orleans Saints don't even have really a receiver that was over 6 feet tall. That's alarming. That's a problem. We had Chris Olave, Brandon Cooks, and Rashid Shaheed, of course, are our main guys, but they are not, typical your big third down, go get the first down guy. We needed a big, tall wide receiver out there, and the Saints go ahead and get one. They feel like Vili has contributed very well last season with the Broncos, made some key catches on some crucial plays for them, scored some touchdowns, got them some key, third down catches, red zone catches. So I really am not about to go ahead and make this conversation with y'all about this, us losing draft picks and all this stuff here. It's just Saints fans need to calm down out there, man. Y'all got to calm down. Wizelle with you, Bronze. Good to see you, man. Bronze also says, EJ, it's been so much crying this week from the fans. Yes, sir, man. Look, I don't know what's going on with Saints fans, man. Like, we're going into the season, a lot of Saints fans from last year were talking about, we got to fire Dennis Allen. We got to go ahead and do this and do that. We got to go ahead and make all these changes. We got to go rebuild. We got to go, and you're getting these changes. And now that you have these changes, and I just don't understand these fans now. They're getting even more pissy with the front office, and they're giving you what you want. I don't understand it, y'all. Y'all got to calm down out there, man. Of course, too, as well, the link is in the chat right there. If y'all are ready to come on and hop on and talk with us, of course, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and click that link right there, and we can go ahead and get things started. Of course, too, my dad, y'all just seen he was in the background for a little bit. He'll be back on here in just a few minutes. He, is on the road. He went to go ahead, make him a little pit stop and everything, and he'll be eventually back on this chat as well to go ahead and discuss all these conversations with us, man. This is a huge week, though, in Saints football, man. I'm telling y'all, the Saints really have to go ahead and evaluate. They have to go ahead and evaluate and really see who's going to make this team, who's not going to make this team. I don't think a lot of people understand, understand how big this week is for a lot of teams in the NFL. Next week is cut week. Next week, a lot of teams will be going ahead and getting rid of a lot of players. A lot of people are going to be
What's
losing.
up, BJ?
What's going on, Jerry? How you doing, man?
Hey, you never guess where I am, man.
Where you at?
I'm at the dome, baby.
Okay,
Let's go.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Bring that energy
All
over there,
right.
man. That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
sir. Big time, man.
Yes, sir,
How
man.
you doing?
Good. How's it looking out there?
All is well, man. Who that? It's game day, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir, man. You give them hell out there now. You go ahead, make sure you yell and scream for us now.
Yeah, man. Going up the escalator right now, going to find my seat, but I just want to pop in and let y'all know I'm here.
Good, man. Good. Real quickly before we let you go, man, anything you want to see today in this preseason game?
I'm going to see everything. I'm going to make it short and sweet, EJ. I'm going to make it short and sweet. I'm seeing everything.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want to hear, man. Well, you go ahead and enjoy that game, Jerry. We always
Yes, sir,
love
I
to see
will,
you.
man, and you enjoy yourself. And shout out to everybody. Who that?
Yes, sir. Who that, baby? Man, isn't that great to see? We got one of our big time big dogs over there, Jerry G. He always tunes in to us here on the Battle Sports Show podcast. He goes ahead and comes on in, and he's over there at the dome, man. He's about to go ahead and get crunk, in the last preseason game and make his evaluations as well. That is good to see out there. Hopefully, if you are out at the game, y'all do the same. Y'all enjoy the game out there and really, cheer this football team on. But like I was saying, y'all, this is big. This is a big week, y'all. Ever since the NFL went ahead and made that change to go ahead and get rid of the week 4 preseason game, it's been really, really hard now to go ahead and evaluate these guys on these teams for 3 weeks. Only 3 weeks. So I'm gonna just say right now, man, it's gonna be tough. There's a lot of kids that I liked on this roster that I believe could be on this roster, but I'm not a head coach. I'm not one of the position coaches as well on the team. I don't know what the Saints may do, what they may like. Who they may like more than another. A casual cut that we just recently saw, Donovan Peoples-Jones. I didn't expect him to actually get cut the way he did. I thought he was one of the ones that could make this roster. He ends up getting cut, so we're gonna see a lot of changes made. Especially at that running back position, man. And I'm kind of worried about the running back position because I've seen and heard rumors out there that the Saints they were in swirls in rumors about trying to go ahead and trade for a running back out there. They still may be, but Brian Robinson was a guy that was really linked to the New Orleans Saints. He goes ahead to the 49ers. The 49ers end up picking him up, but the Saints, the fact that they're still looking out there to get another running back, a running back 2, lets me know a little bit that they might not be too happy about the rest of the running backs on the roster, even though I feel like Kendre Miller, from what I've seen so far in these little spurts in these games, he looked very good to me. But like I said, I'm not a head coach. I'm not evaluating these guys that close up like that. I'm just part of the media, seeing from what I've seen on the media. But that's going to be another question, man. Who's going to be really the top 3 running backs? Because you want a three running back room. You don't want to put all the load on Alvin Kamara. You want this rotation to go ahead and go very well. They may even carry 4 running backs. Who knows? That's going to be big right there. And then the receiving room, of course, we've been talking about that all offseason long. Like I said, they added some more size out there. Vali, I think is going to be big. 4th round and a 7th round pick. That's fine, bro. We're going to get a 4th round back for a Debo. Okay, y'all? It's not we're not really losing a fourth round pick, man. And we basically traded a 7th round pick for a 7th round pick. Okay. Believe was a 7th round pick.
You're gonna
Okay.
have to let me break that
And
down because these people. You got to let me break that down, EJ.
yeah, it's an interesting one. I just don't understand why a lot of fans are tripping out about that one right there. What are your thoughts on that, Dad?
I'm sick and tired of Saints fans. It's like fatigue New Orleans Saints fans. You know what I'm saying? It's fatigue. Everything about you. You would think everything would be so happy and positive when it comes down to the New Orleans Saints. You guys wanted Dennis Allen fired. He's gone. You guys want Derek Carr gone. He's gone. And you delusional if you're gonna get Mickey Loomis out of there because Mickey Loomis is a part of the organization, whether you like it or not. The whole thing that I'm trying to tell Saints fans is this: you screamed about we needed a big body wide receiver. Everything that y'all screamed about, they're doing. Okay, it may not be the way you want it to be, but
Hmm.
they're doing it. A 6'5" body, 210-pound young man who's 27 years old. And he's an older rookie because he's a Mormon. The Mormons like Taysom Hill in him. They get out of school late because of their their religion. But the young man was compared to Marcus Colston. And people are going to say, well, why did Sean Payton let him go? Sean Payton said in a statement that he didn't want to let him go. They were stacked at the wide receiver position, and his general manager thought it would be best to let one of them go and get some assets for him. Okay, so when y'all think about it, a fourth round draft pick in the last couple of years, the only fourth round draft picks that has fared out for the New Orleans Saints is David Onyemata and and Chauncey Gardner Johnson. For the New Orleans Saints, it's been bust for the fourth round pick.
That's
Now I'm
right.
not going to say these next two guys because I think these two guys are steals. Danny Stutzman and uh
And
and
Quincy
um
Wallace.
and Quincy Riley. They are a statement, but everybody else who the Saints have drafted, Ian Book, have been busts at fourth pick. Okay, so and then y'all bringing up a 7th round pick that the Saints are depending on the Debo trade. I mean, the Debo losing Debo in free agent. You're going to
Yeah.
get that 7th round pick back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
not 7th round. You're getting a fourth
I
round
mean, you're
pick
getting a
back.
4th round pick.
Yeah,
So
you get a compensatory pick.
fans need to do research before they start complaining and going off on organization. Because you guys, we had nobody over 6 feet. Nobody except for our guy Bub Means, and he got injured. Nobody on the roster was over 6 feet. Bub Means was 6'2".
Yeah.
You got a 6'5" wide receiver who's going to who's going to open the middle up for people like Chris Olave who don't have to go across that middle and get banged up for concussions.
Yeah.
And you got Rashid Shaheed who shouldn't be going across that middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bringing in a guy like this, and then you got Tipton is small. These
Yep.
guys are outside wide receivers. They're not inside guys. So it was a no-brainer for the New Orleans Saints to go out. I watched TJ Jones. And like I said, some things I agree with him, some things I don't, but I agree with him. We got what do the Saints want out of New Orleans? And what do they everybody, including our fan base, don't have no optimistic. We might as well should have kept EJ Dennis Allen because everybody is picking the Saints to only win 3 games and not knowing if Arch Manning is going to be there because this man talking about staying in college. We might as well should have kept Dennis Allen if y'all don't believe that Kellen Moore could turn this thing around. I'm just sick
Exactly.
and tired of it. And one
Exactly.
more thing, EJ, and one more thing that I'm gonna say. When I'm old enough to remember Mike Dicker, I'm old enough to remember after 3, Mike Dicker gave up the whole draft for Ricky Williams. I'm old enough to remember that we went through a disaster season. Mike Dicker got fired. We were 3-13. We hired an inexperienced guy in Jim Haslett. No experience. The Saints, where everybody thought the Saints were going to be trash again. They went 10-6. Once again, Katrina destroyed Jim Haslick's tension and Aaron Brooks' tension. They got fired, and once again, 3-13. The Saints go get another guy with no experience, nobody heard of, and his name was Sean Payton.
Yep.
Jim Haslick won the very first playoff game for the New Orleans Saints history. Sean Payton took us to the NFC Championship, and ain't nobody thought that would happen. So don't. So all of you guys who sitting there writing them off because of these quarterbacks that y'all don't know, listen. Nobody knew Jalen Hurts was going to be who he is.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore made Jalen Hurts a better quarterback, and he can make Spencer Rattler a better quarterback, and he can make Tyler Shuck a better quarterback. They're not going to allow them to be the guy. What they're going to do is they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball and play defense.
Yeah.
And they're not going to put these young quarterbacks in position where they're going to lose the game.
Yeah.
That's the way you win football games. Go ahead, EJ.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit on everything that like I said, man. I just think the Saints fans are really overreacting this season. I don't understand where all of this is coming from. Especially I've seen fans on there talk about, oh, the New Orleans Saints may never win a Super Bowl ever again, and it's like, man, like y'all talking real crazy right now, man. Like
they spoiled.
I
they
don't know.
spoiled. I told you this a long time ago. Saints fans are spoiled.
I don't understand it out there, and these will be the same guys. Y'all pay attention. I'll do this for y'all. I don't want to be this type of guy and everything and bash anybody or nothing like that, because that's just not my MO.
But
I respect.
But I am.
But I'm gonna tell you this. You pay attention. You pay attention to these guys that are telling you that the Saints are going to be bad and the Saints may never win a Super Bowl again, and that they do this and they do that and they suck and all of this stuff. You keep paying attention to them, because when the Saints start winning again, you look at their accounts on Twitter or whatever social media outlet you follow them on. And when you go ahead and see these guys respond, and they say, oh, I knew they were going to be good the entire time. I want you to come back to the Battle Sports Show podcast, and I want you to tell us. Exactly what we're telling you right now. I want y'all to do it, man.
Why you think our numbers are not as high as the other podcasts? Because the other podcasts are going to be negative, EJ. Where then we're going to be positive. They don't like a positive podcast. They want to hear us say that the Saints are not going to achieve anything. And that's and that's the difference between us. I'm so fed up to the point where I used to be loving to make fun of Atlanta. I used to love making fun of the Buccaneers. I used to love making fun of Carolina Panthers, battling with them. It seemed like I'm arguing with my own fan base, and that makes me upset.
It's very exhausting, man. Like it's horrible, man.
He at the dome, y'all.
Yes, sir.
He at the dome, live from the dome.
Wow, baby. What up, DJ? What up?
How you feeling that atmosphere with your old coach Sean Payton coming in that dome?
Oh, bro, it feels good up in here, man.
He's an enemy now. He's an enemy now. We can't be praising him.
I know he's the enemy, but looking at the field from up here, oh, bro, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm having the time of my life, man.
That's a good spot right there, man. It's a good spot. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Jerry.
What's up? It's game day, baby. It's game day.
It's game day. Game day here on the Battle Sports Show podcast.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just want to hop on, man. Just let you know I made it safe. I'm getting ready to have the time of my life.
Since we got Jerry for a little bit, because we know he's at the stadium, give him his talk to him, EJ, about what he thinks.
I think EJ is buffering right now, but I can talk to you. Look, no matter what happens today, I'm gonna have myself a great time, whether we win or we lose. It's just being in this dome. It's just beautiful, man.
I like it, man. We ain't gonna hold you out too long,
But
man. We know you got to
I'm
go ahead and
just glad to
enjoy
be
the
here,
street
man.
and have fun, man. But
Just want to hop on right quick and say
you
what's
go,
up.
you go ahead, man. Like, pay attention to really what's going on out there. It's gonna be a lot of changes,
Just
man.
look
It's
at
gonna
the
be a
view,
totally different
man.
team from week one, man. So go ahead and enjoy your game, man.
I'll holler at you later. I'll holler at you
All
guys
right,
later. Who that?
who that, baby? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, like I said, you love to see that, man. Jerry G got
Yeah, he's
live
the
coverage
ultimate, one
up.
of the ultimate Saints fans.
Live coverage up in there, up in the dome, man. He's ready to go ahead and finish the preseason off on a good note, man. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. I think that it's time for us too. We got to talk about these quarterbacks, and real quickly, right before we get to that, I want to make sure everybody knows there's the link in the chat, man. If y'all ready to come on in here, there y'all go. No problem, no problem, Jerry G. Appreciate you, man, for coming on in.
One of the ultimate Saints fans. We love Jerry. Jerry is always. I don't care if the small content, the big content. He's the one dude I see everywhere. I
Yeah,
have not. He's always positive. I
yeah,
love you. You gotta love a Saints fan like that. We don't have, and that's what I'm afraid of. This new generation of Saints fans, EJ, is that it's killing out the older. I raised you on the black and gold.
yeah.
And the sad part is that Daddy taught you one thing. He said, Dad say, the one thing I told you, you can't be a bandwagon jumper fan. You got to be able to go with the good and the bad. Remember I told you that? It's not
Mm-hmm.
going to always be good.
Oh yeah, man. We're if once you make that decision, whether it's the right decision or not, whoever you go ahead and cheer for, man, you gotta stay. That's the part of being a fan. You gotta stick with them through thick and thin, man. You got to go ahead and cheer for them, man. And right now, like I'm disappointed with the Saints fan base because there were times where the Saints, and I'm talking about my time. I wasn't born around, back in the day when the Saints had bags over their heads and had aints on and everything like that. I wasn't there around that time, but I'm talking about the times where I
But you
seen the
saw
Saints.
Aaron Brooks. My baby saw Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, I've seen the Saints in some low points before in my life too, and Aaron Brooks, like you said, I've seen 7 and 9 seasons with Sean Payton, and I've never seen
Three
the
seven
Saints.
and nine seasons.
Yeah, three
Back to
three
back.
straight.
Back to
Uh,
back.
I've never seen Saints fans react like this, during those times. Saints fans were still loyal. They still were positive. They still were like, hey, we're gonna beat anybody, regardless of what our record was. And now I'm just seeing y'all. I don't know where the change, where the turn has come, where a lot of these Saints fans have come up on here and they're boldly saying these things about this team like this and can't give them a chance no more.
It's
Like I
Dennis
don't.
Allen. It's Dennis Allen. And I said this before. I said the worst thing Mickey, because Mickey before hiring Dennis Allen, we can all say was known as one of the best GMs out there. And people what people adore him because of the one mistake he did, they're trying to tarnish his record. Because I told you, EJ, I said, look, the one thing you're gonna have to understand is Tom Benson said this years ago. I put Mickey in charge, and it was Mickey who hired Sean Payton. I had nothing to do with that. He said when he fired Jim Haslett, he said Mickey has total control, and it was Mickey who went and signed Drew Brees, and y'all want to give Sean Payton all the credit, and then when things go bad, everybody want to jump on Mickey like Mickey wasn't trying.
Yeah,
Mickey been saving the cap for years to try to keep us winning. He has been going. That's the reason why we went in cap hell because he kept trying to get us to compete for a championship.
right.
But people gonna forget these things because they live in the moment.
Yeah,
Everybody lives in the moment, and that's what I get mad. Detroit fans. That's why I tell Detroit fans, shut the hell up. Because you Detroit fans who want to talk about the Saints, and it's amazing that you ain't never been to a Super Bowl ever.
that's right.
And y'all had more 1-15 teams or 0 for 0 than we have ever.
That's right.
And we letting everybody make fun of us because of our fan base. and the negativity, at least we wasn't that long away, EJ, for winning the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, Golly, you're 25, son, and you watched the Saints win a championship in your lifetime. I
Yeah.
never watched that until I got my to your 25th. I mean, to your how old you was? I didn't know 25th, but
I was 9 years old
12.
when the Saints. I was
Yeah,
9 years old when the Saints won the Super Bowl.
and when I was coming up, shit, we had to listen to the Saints on WWL on the radio. We
Yeah.
would go up there every now and then. We get the Saints games. We went
Yeah.
through hell. These y'all actually spoil. I'm not talking about you, son. You understand. But a lot of these new Saints fans don't know what it's like to be a real Saints fan, to go through it all, to listen to Buddy D, call the squirrels, call the fan base squirrels. Y'all want to go back to that. I don't understand. We sell out, EJ. They was talking about the Saints fans, New Orleans. I told Martinelli, talking about New Orleans ain't supporting the Saints. Are you crazy? They just had another sellout. They
Yeah.
sold out even without Drew Brees.
Yeah.
We got the best fans in the world, and all you people in New
The
Orleans who talking
Saints,
that,
the Saints fans are still loyal. And mind
yeah,
you, while I'm saying these things about the negative things that they're saying, they're
they
still
they
showing
got
up.
positive ones that's still going.
They're still showing up to the football games. They still like Jason just said, the Saints sold out, for the last 20 years. So they're still selling tickets. But the thing is that what I'm finding new now is just the talk. The talk. I've never heard this much talk and negative talk.
That's why we don't like to go in the group a lot, because
Yeah,
it's just so negative.
yeah. It's
Look, you get attacked. When I go on Twitter, man, I was getting jumped by so many dudes calling me stupid, calling me out my name because I'm being optimistic. I have never literally want to fight my own fan base.
yeah,
I have gotten into more arguments with Saints fans than
yeah,
I have against the Atlanta Falcon fans,
yeah,
the Buccaneer fans. It's a shame on the Kitty Cats. I would
yeah,
rather. It's a shame. It's embarrassing.
yeah.
Egypt, we be about to throw hands with our own fan base.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really insane, man.
It's worse than Dallas Cowboys, man.
Yeah, it's really crazy, man. But Dad, we got to talk about this quarterback competition, man. We're in this final preseason game, and this is a big conversation that we need to have.
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler. A lot of fans out there, I think right now, a lot of fans feel that Spencer Rattler has this week one starter job right now. We'll just go ahead and say a lot of fans feel that way. But I want people to understand that if the Saints really felt like that Rattler was the quarterback right now, they would have
made the decision by now.
They would have made this decision right now. They wouldn't even worried about not having this competition for this week 3 preseason game. I'm gonna say this as well. Like, you look at this competition through these past 2 games, it's even. It's even. Like, you can't say.
Egypt, what did you say? I remember on the live what you said. You said if it's close, it's gonna go to Shark.
Yeah.
We said this. Now we could be wrong. We could be wrong. But we said if it's close, it would take Spencer Rattler to literally blow this away. Because if he don't blow this away today, and
they're gonna give it to him. They're gonna give it to
the
Yeah. That's exactly what I was about to. The point I was about to make. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, like I don't know if y'all been listening, but like, in my opinion, y'all, this is just my opinion. I really feel like the New Orleans Saints. This is part of why they haven't named QB1 yet. The Saints really love Tyler Shuck. Okay, if you don't know that by now, you crazy. Okay, they really love Tyler Shuck. The reason why they drafted him is because of Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore loves him, Tyler Shuck. Okay, they're giving Tyler Shuck every single
chance they
they're giving them every chance to go ahead and win this starting job right now. Because logically, y'all, it would make sense for Tyler Shuck to go ahead and start this season, okay? Because you want to know, as a Saints fan, what do you have for Tyler Shuck? You got to see, is he the guy? And if you find out during the season he is not the guy, then you can pivot to next year's draft and draft another guy. But you won't be able to do that quite yet if Spencer Rattler becomes the starting quarterback. Okay, and not to say that Tyler Shough won't eventually come up in there and get the job, but I'm just saying you won't know that yet until Tyler Shough starts playing. Okay, and that's no knock on Spencer. That's no knock on Spencer to me. I like Spencer, but we've seen what we've seen last year on Spencer. Okay.
But you know what they're gonna say? He didn't have starters. You're getting starters today. You don't have no excuse. You're getting all your starters because Kellen is playing all the wide receivers for him.
Yes.
Because you said a lot of you Saints fans said it was not fair that Tyler got to play with the 2 wide receivers, and he did. Guess what? He's playing with Alvin today. Alvin is playing today. He's playing with McCoy today. Because you got to remember, Tyler didn't get the setup. He didn't get no running. He didn't get Kamara. And all he got was the 2. So don't give me no excuses if he do not. Don't. Because my thing is this. I got a feeling if they do start Spencer, it's only to allow the rookie not to go through the hardest half of the football, like going through these harder teams. Okay, I think they're gonna gradually put the rookie in if he doesn't start. I'm telling you, and they're gonna have him play the soft part of the schedule. But I'm telling you, if this guy wants his job, if he wants this job, he gotta show it off. Spencer, I'm talking about Spencer Rattler. He gotta dominate today. He got to show that he's the starter. Now, don't tell me nothing about what he did in that 4th quarter last week.
He has to have a clean, when I tell you first drive, come out swinging, and whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, you got to go ahead, and the offense has to look comfortable. First 2 drives, like, they has to look clean football. Like, and I don't want to hear no excuses out there from Saints fans talking about the O-line this and O-line that. No,
Tyler getting the same O-line.
You have the starting offense, okay? Everybody has the starting offense. And also Tyler Shough will have a chance to go ahead and play with the starters for a little bit too. I've been hearing as well. So, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if Tyler Shough comes behind this man and plays better than Spencer Rattler, it's over.
It's over.
If Tyler Shough comes in here and let's just say that they played about the same today, it's over.
It's Tyler Shough, because I'm gonna tell you why. If one thing we got to tell the audience is that if Rattler is struggling with a rookie or struggling with a guy, Rattler has played 7 games. Well, now it's 12 games, including preseason.
Yeah.
Rattler. Well, I guess that would be 10, huh? 10 total. Rattler has more experience.
It'll be 10 now.
Where if you put the preseason from last year too, Rattler has a whole training camp from last year, and he has training camp this year, and he has experienced NFL games. If he's fighting with a guy who supposedly quote unquote as don't know the offense, and he's like struggling to beat this guy off, he's not your quarterback. Yeah. I don't care what y'all want to delusionally believe. Rattler's not your quarterback. He has to show today that he's the guy. He got to shut me and EJ up.
Yeah,
he got to go in there and shut me and EJ up, and it's got to be undoubtedly that he's the guy.
Yeah, he has to go out and prove it and take it, man. I expect a lot out of Spencer Rattler. Don't get me wrong, I expect a lot out of Tyler Shough too, just because of as high as they drafted him. But I really expect a lot out of Spencer Rattler because you've been there before. You started. You've seen this stuff before. You better have a leg up on the rookie. He's better be knowing what
coverages. He's seen multiple defensive coverages. This kid, Tyler Shough, has been in a college game. He don't know. He's learned. That's why he took that sack. A lot of y'all critical. It's amazing to me, EJ. They act like this kid is so horrible, but yet he's in a tight race with your guy. Yep. He's supposed to, a lot of these guys are mad. They're mad because we didn't get Shedeur Sanders. And they just making rhetoric about how horrible he is. And it's all about, EJ, it's the reason why they dislike the kid is because
Jason, yes, you're correct. Fuaga and Penning is not playing today, but that is not an excuse today.
That's still not an excuse.
That's not an excuse
Because
today.
because because Penning may not even get that starting job if that other guy's staying up, and from Tennessee that we picked up, and then you got to remember, Falaga, that's just one guy. That's
Yeah,
one guy. You're still gonna have the other guy in there, and you still gonna have McCoy.
yeah,
McCoy is the biggest thing.
yeah,
Your center.
yeah,
Having that center in there is no excuse for Spencer Rattler. We cannot make excuses. Okay,
yeah.
he's gonna
No
have more
excuse.
starters
No,
than he not.
there's no excuse today. Like I said, man, this is preseason game number 3. And we've seen totally a even matchup, an even kill matchup between both of these quarterbacks. Like somebody has to go ahead and take this damn job. Like I want to go into the season comfortable knowing that hey, I don't have to sit there and be hoping the other guy gets in during the season. Like I want the whoever they pick to start, I want to be able to say, all right, we're
That's my
fine.
guy.
That's
That's
my
my
guy.
guy.
That's my QB
Because
one.
you don't want the offensive line going back and forth being
Yes,
if you got to stick to a guy, that's your guy. Now,
yes,
but I'm telling you, even if Rattler wins the game one, he's not the starter. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Fans don't get crazy. I'm telling you, even if he wins this job today, it doesn't mean next week he plays the Arizona Cardinals and he starts struggling that they don't replace him during the game and go with, because I'm gonna tell you why. It's not a situation. You gotta understand. As long as you draft a guy and you put they gave him
yeah,
guaranteed
baby,
10 million. They gave him 10 million guaranteed.
yeah,
And I'm just telling you, look, he's gonna have a short leash. This is not a situation where Daniel Jones, where the coach said that they're not going back to Anthony Richardson. This is not a
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
They drafted this guy to replace Rattler, because otherwise they wouldn't have drafted him.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, I've been saying this the entire time, and this is just my opinion and everything. Don't quote me. Don't say I'm thinking, I know it all and stuff like that. This is just my opinion. You can like it or not. But y'all, I'm gonna just say this, that like I said, if this watch this game today, really watch this quarterback competition today, and if this, like the performance between both of these two, if this is close today, it's already tied. It's already been tied from the first game and the last game. None of these guys have jumped out to me and said, "Oh, that's my guy."
Not at all.
Okay, they want Tyler Shuck threw a touchdown, threw a pick his first game. All going. We had Spencer Rattler. He fumbled. He threw an interception and he throwing a touchdown. Okay, so this is about even as it gets, man. Like it really is. So
That's what fans
in
got
in
to
in
stop.
in
They
this
keep
football
acting
game,
like
man.
this guy is actually dominating Tyler Shuck, EJ.
Exactly. It's about even kill as you can get right here, man. That's why it's so hard for Kellen Moore to go ahead and make a decision right now. But if it's close, let's just say the performance is close today between them two. I'm telling y'all that if Rattler done just a little bit better, I'm telling y'all they're gonna give it to Tyler
Shout out to
Shuck.
Bryans.
If Rattler has to be this far better than Tyler Shuck today. He has to be this far better than Tyler Shuck today to go ahead and get this job, y'all. I'm
And he's
telling
playing
y'all,
against because Sean Payton playing his number one defense.
yeah,
So I'm just letting you know.
not
Sean
to,
said Sean said he's playing his number one defense.
yeah. Look, not to go ahead and get y'all riled up and Rattler fans, get y'all angry and nothing like that. I'm just telling y'all what reality is and how they may be, and how the Saints front office and the head coach Kellen Moore, how they're looking at this and what they want to see, man. That's the approach they're taking right now. They're trying to see who's going to go ahead and take the reins today. Okay. And like I said, they really like Tyler Shuck, man. Whether y'all hate him or not, that's their guy. That's who they drafted. They're trying to do everything they can to go give this kid the job, man. So we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. It's gonna be a good one to
And
go
we
ahead
can't
and
be biased. We can't be biased. I refuse to make myself biased. I'm rooting for either one of these kids. Whoever's the guy, I'm gonna root for. And just like we said before, EJ, That's what people don't understand when it comes to us. Okay, we
Yeah,
did this with Jameis Winston. When
yeah.
Winston became the quarterback, we got behind
He
Jameis
was
Winston.
yelling with
People,
Jameis.
even
Yeah.
though, yeah, people think that we're critical of the guys that they like. It's
No.
not that. When you the guy, we support you. But
When
when
you're
you
not the
start,
guy, you're not the guy.
when you're not the guy, you're not the guy. When
Yeah,
Derek Carr was the guy, we supported Derek Carr.
that's right.
We're not delusion to the organization like other people, and we're not biased. What we're going to do is be objective. We're going to sit there and look at the thing as it go. And what I'm saying is, we're telling you that if Spencer does not go out here and look like he's 10 times better than the guy they drafted, the guy they drafted is going to take the job.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing too. Look, we're Saints fans, too as well. And look, like we're not trying to tell you how to be a Saints fan, how to cheer, how to go ahead and root for them and everything like that. We're not saying that at all. We're giving you our opinion and how we think things
Yeah,
are
because
going to go and everything.
Larry thinks that we trying to force him. Because Larry said I'm Team Rattler. Well, be Team Rattler. I don't have no problem with if that's your guy, that's your guy. But what I'm saying here on this objective podcast, we're not biased. My son was getting on me last week because he was critical of Tyler Shuck. He was
Yeah,
overcritical, and he was critical of Spencer
yeah,
at times too. So
yeah,
you guys got to understand. Y'all don't hear me and my son when we on that couch and we yelling at that TV and
yeah,
we critical of our football team.
yeah.
But they don't see that. They think that we're biased and we're just all the way straight up organization. But they don't know what we be what
Yeah,
we see.
I now like for us, I think it's safe to say me and you like Tyler Shuck a little bit better than Rattler in our own opinions and everything,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and
I
and,
gotta
and,
say,
and,
be honest.
and I think everybody has their favorite guys, so you can't get mad at that. But I thought in
But
the last
you
game,
studied Tyler Shuck. You did a lot of video on him,
yeah,
and
and
you
and
studied him.
I thought last game, I thought Tyler Chuck could have played better. He had the chance to really just take the job, and I think he didn't play well enough to go ahead and do that. And that was the conversations we had. Me and my dad. Like I said, y'all don't experience them conversations we have. I know a lot of y'all think just because we're father and son, we agree on everything. We don't.
Shit.
We have differences. We have difference of
It'd be
opinion on.
war in that living room.
Yes, yes. So
And EJ, what amazed me about Saints fans is you got a guy that is the totally different of Derek Carr. You got a kid that's been embracing our culture. This
yeah,
kid loves New Orleans. This kid is doing overdoing trying to make y'all happy.
yeah,
He literally said he would die for in that black and gold. He literally goes to all the restaurants with his wife. He literally in New Orleans like Jameis was. But you know what? And I hate to say it, I hope it ain't to some of y'all the skin color. Because if he was dark skinned, would y'all be like, I love him like Jameis? Because this man is doing similar things that Jameis was doing. And I just, y'all, I think fans need to be open minded and give this kid a shot because I seen him go on that show, that podcast with Amon Brown with the St. Browns, and he literally called the St. Browns out for for trashing New Orleans food.
yeah,
Okay, so he said that's probably why you're not on the team right now. So
yeah,
y'all got to look at that, man. That man is, y'all wanted somebody to be the face of North, or somebody to embrace, but y'all want somebody like Shador Sanders. And come on, man, we're not getting him. We're not
yeah,
getting Shador. I
yeah.
wanted Shador. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Shador. I told EJ I wanted to draft him, but I'm realistic, man. He's not my quarterback.
Well,
Okay.
I'll say this. I'll say this too, and also I got to put this back up here. Um, if y'all see this link right here, y'all in the chat, anybody that wants to come in, like I said, click that link right there. We got it up there for y'all. Y'all just do that, and y'all can come on in and chat with us. But also, um, like another thing too, we need to talk about that is we got to talk about who are you liking to go ahead and make this roster, man. We got a lot of cuts that's about to happen
Oh my God.
come next week. that is really doomsday in the
I'm gonna
NFL.
start with the running back. I'm gonna start with the running backs.
Go ahead. What you got in the running back room?
I don't think Cam Akers gonna make this team. Cam Akers, I thought at first. At first, I was like, man, we got Cam Akers, but he hasn't made a splash yet.
Yeah,
And and today the rookie's playing. Devin Neal is playing his first game, and Devin Neal. I think you don't want to give up on a Devin Neal after you drafted him, and I think that Clyde Edwards-Helaire has showed enough that he made this football team.
I
The
think he
second,
has too. I think
yes,
he has too.
and I think the second running back on his team is Kendra Miller, and
Kendra, yeah.
I think Hilaire has made this team, and I think the Rook going to make this team by default of the fact that he's the Rook. Okay, and I think they can't just give up on him because if Devin Neal get away, and we're all going to be crying because Devin Neal, bro, got the skills, and I think number 13 going to make this team. He's
Yeah.
super fast. He's super fast. He can bring us that Darren Sproles, bring us that Reggie Bush type of. He runs a 4.2. He's the fastest man on the football team. I mean, he's a sleeper. What his name, EJ?
Hang on 1 second. I was getting a text. Repeat that question for me, Dad.
Number 13, the running back we got, man.
Felix Jones. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes, sir.
bro. Felix making this
I
team.
think he makes this team actually by default, because he has special teams value.
Yes.
It's not about really what he's done so far at running back. It's about him being a special teams valuable guy. Like we really.
But EJ, they were using him in the game. Let me tell you what I watched them doing. They were doing jet sweeps with him. They were doing. Kellen Moore's going to use that man in the passing game. He's so fat. We talking about man. I'm telling you, the man is a total athlete, and he's fast. He literally said, "I'm the fastest man on the team," and we should do with Shaheed on the team. He literally got that confidence in himself, and he's a running back, bro. So I'm just letting you know. I think that's a kid that's going to make this roster. But I can literally tell you that I don't think Cam Akers is going to make this team. And then when we look at there's a couple of people on the offensive line. I think Caesar going to play well once he play with McCoy, because they said that Caesar said before that he was working with the rookie, and it's with schemes. We got to learn football.
Well, I do need Cesar Ruiz to go ahead and get
step
right.
up.
He needs to.
And we're gonna see today, or he gonna get traded, or we're gonna have to trade him because I've been waiting on this dude to blossom, and I'm making too many excuses. We met him in person, and I just come on, Caesar, man. We're rooting for you, bro.
Yeah, man. We need you to step up, big dog. Like you too.
Who the last guy that came on our podcast a couple of years ago? We was rooting for him, and then he came into the he came talk to us in the chat, and then
I can't even think of him. Yeah,
we were rooting for this cat. He was a wide receiver.
Yeah, he was a wide receiver. Yeah,
Traquan Smith.
Traquan,
man,
we broke his head up in here, and we used to talk about him, man, and all the time.
He came in here and he just couldn't get over the injuries.
Yeah.
And man, Traquan, but he was brave enough to come over here to the Bad Sports Show podcast, a small podcast like us. And he came in. I respect him for that, man. I wish, we could have used the Traquan, man. We could have used the Traquan on this team. Yeah. I don't think Traquan was that bad, in my opinion, but yeah.
Well,
I really don't. He never made it. He never made it to another team, man. He never made it to another team. At least I don't know.
On the defensive end, though, we got to talk a little bit too on the defensive side of the ball. Stallbird is somebody I think is gonna make this football team.
He's gonna make this football. He's a beast.
He's
a dog.
Real impact, man. It seems like every play you look when there's special teams or defense, he's making a play. They was going
to cut Saunders, and I heard you brought up Colin Saunders. They wound up benefiting from getting that trade. Y'all got to realize Colin Saunders is a 4-3 defensive lineman. He didn't fit the scheme no more. You know what I'm saying? That scheme, he came over to New Orleans because of Dennis Allen. He don't fit the scheme, the 3-4 scheme. So the Saints they need bigger tackles. They bigger guys over 300 something pounds. They don't need a little guy that's that small in height and that stodgy. He wasn't fitting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was a great trade for the Saints to go get a center from Jacksonville. But as far as the Saints go, I see a lot of defensive ends that may not make this football team, like Foskey. Foskey is not making this football team because we drafted a 7th-round pick who's to me is going to make this football team, and the Saints got a couple of
Yeah,
I just don't.
I think the 7th-round pick over there from
Shut up,
Syracuse.
My wife telling me to calm down and stop screaming. Be quiet and participate in the chat.
But I think he's gonna make this team over Foskey. Foskey is we've been waiting too long. 2nd-round pick, man. And I know why the Saints are taking a while to go ahead and make that cut because he was drafted that high and everything. But I had so much high hopes for the dude out of Notre Dame, and he's not proving it out on the football field right now, man. It's
what
just
is it with us, EJ, with Notre Dame? It's just not working out with us drafting Notre Dame lately.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last Notre Dame guy with Herb Smith. Ian Book. We all thought Ian Book was gonna be something. Let's just leave Notre Dame alone. Cause think about it. If you look at it, we had the linebacker. What his name? Manti
Teo.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with us drafting. Now, maybe the offensive side, but the defensive side, we got to leave them alone, bro. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
The Saints are not doing well with drafting Notre Dame players. It's just not working, bro. Because I don't know what's wrong with Foskey. He was one of the leaders in sacks in college football, and he comes to New Orleans and not doing nothing. Me and you watched the game, and he did not. He was literally no effort at all. We didn't see him trying. He wasn't even.
Man. He's too big to not be in somebody's backfield.
6'5".
Like, come on now. And
then he's going. I think he don't want to be in New Orleans because my thing is this. Because why? What makes me mad? People like Zach Bond and these guys, they leave New Orleans and get inspired by other play teams that they. Because look at it. I think these guys from the northern place. Zach Bond was born in Green Bay, and born in Wisconsin. He went to school in Wisconsin, so he went to Philly, a northern place. He feel comfortable. You look at Foskey. Foskey played for Notre Dame. I mean, they might like colder weather teams. I don't know. I don't know, man. We need to get more LSUs and more Tulanes. We need to stop going over for all these these players. I don't know, man. I like what the Saints are doing in this draft. They went Texas players. Yeah. That was Brockton, big number 91. The Saints, I can see they're trying to change it, EJ. They're trying.
Hey, Jalen Ford got him in an interception.
Jalen Ford. But guess what? What was wrong with Jalen Ford? Healthy.
Yeah.
Jalen Ford had every ability, even in college. Jalen Ford was injured in college. He was going to be drafted in a 2nd round. He was projected to be a 2nd-round pick, but his injuries kept coming in his way. We got a steal. I'm telling you, the kid is a steal. And let me tell you something, Danny Stutzman, man. Danny Stutzman. And let me tell you what pisses me off, EJ, is that Shannon Sharp and all of these national media people don't know anything when it comes to New Orleans. Well, when it comes to, they say we're the oldest, we're an old team. We're only averaging 26 years old. The Saints roster is 26 years old average. There's only a couple of old heads on this team. Tyrann Matthews retired, so that makes him the secondary young. Cam Jordan, he's old, and Demario Davis. They're the only ones that's old.
You can't forget about Taysom Hill.
But if you go around them players, who else is old?
Yeah, that's I mean, that's
they average 26 years old on the roster, and they said we're old.
Yeah.
The Saints are getting rid of a lot of older people.
Yeah, they're going young. They're definitely going young this season. We definitely got to talk about too that because he made the big play at the end of the game. Mr. Jonas Sanker.
I thought you was about to say tight end Welch.
Nah. I got to see a little bit more.
That's a steal. That's a steal. White
That
the
was
well.
that was a damn good catch. It was a damn good
No,
catch. I
EJ,
got
he's
to
not
give it
only
to
made
Warren.
that catch, he made several catches. He's
Yep.
met that kid there. I heard what Kellen said. Kellen said that kid there is working himself up on the roster. Look, we got some guys at tight end gonna get cut. I have
Oh yeah.
not seen nobody producing other
Yeah.
than that. Nobody's
Yeah.
producing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get Foster
While
Moreau
I
back.
bring up Jonas Sanker though, even though Jonas was the one that caught the interception, Rajon Wright knocked the ball in the air.
That's
So
another kid I want to keep on this team. Rajon Wright.
I
Uh,
gotta give him his props on that.
But guess who I think gonna get cut, EJ? We should trade him and hurry up and trade him, because he's just not making plays this year. And he made plays in Dennis Allen offense, but he's not. I mean defense, but he's not making plays. Rico Payton. I have not seen Rico Payton make a play yet.
That's right. He may be a cut candidate.
I seen
I
Wright.
just haven't. I haven't
I just
heard much
haven't seen it.
from him. I don't know. I don't know what he got going on. Like he was doing good
Shout out to
last
my
off.
beautiful wife. My beautiful wife.
Yeah, shout out to mom out there.
When I
Of course.
aggravating ass. Go ahead.
But yeah, like we haven't really heard much from him. Last season, well, he was a bright spot for us actually, and it seems like these other guys are getting more and more shine on him. So that's another cut candidate that's looking like that may happen over there. But I know you brought up the Colin Saunders trade. Again, I want to mention that we got Foster from the Jaguars. He's a depth piece. Like
Because we lost Clapp. We lost
right.
Clapp.
Yeah, we lost Will Clapp, so we need. That's another thing I like. The Saints fans need to pay attention to during cut week. While there will be cuts made this offseason, of course, as always, there's going to be a lot of pickups. You saw the Saints making a couple of trades. So pay attention to these moves the Saints are about to make. They definitely need depth.
Cedric Wilson not making this team. I thought he was. EJ, I thought Cedric Wilson was going to make the team until we ended up with Ville. What his name? Ville?
Mm-hmm.
What his name? How you pronounce his name?
Devon Ville.
Ville.
Yeah.
I thought Cedric was going to make the team, but I don't think he's going to make the team now. Even though he's been catching a couple of passes, and him and Kellen Moore, you know what I'm saying, got a history. I think. Do you see a pattern where Cedric makes his team? Because I'm looking at the roster now at wide receiver. You're gonna go with Olave, number one. You're gonna go with Shaheed, and your third guy got to be Brandon Cooks because of the experience. And then you're gonna go with Ville, and then you're gonna go with the fifth wide receiver. Who's the fifth wide receiver on his football team?
It's between him and Pettis. It's between Cedric Wilson and Pettis.
Tipton makes his team.
Tipton makes his team.
Tipton makes his team. He didn't. He's
the last spot is between Cedric Wilson and Dante Pettis
and Kevin Austin.
And then Kevin Austin, yes.
So you know what that tells me? It tells me the Saints can pick up another wide receiver in the cut. They can get another big wide receiver when all of these guys are cut.
Yep.
And they could pick up because look, they didn't got one tree. They can grab another one and they can solidify the offense. The wide receiver right there. And another thing that I'm gonna tell you, EJ, is when I'm looking at the Saints, there are gonna be some unpopular cuts, and I'm gonna tell you, that Nathan Shepard. Look out for Nathan Shepard. Nathan Shepard should be. Nathan Shepard, they should try to trade Nathan Shepard right now.
I agree.
Or they're going to have to cut Nathan Shepard. Nathan Shepard is not going to, he does not fit the 3-4 of what they're looking for as a defensive tackle. I'm going to tell you who stepped up. The kid we drafted, Boyd. Tristan Boyd. Tristan Boyd. So that's why they had to trade off your boy. Because Tristan Boyd then came in and stole that spot. And I'm telling you, in Brockton, now that they got Brockton, they want to go young. I'm telling you, Nathan Shepard is a cap casual. That's a veteran that I say on the bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I've always looked at Nathan Shepard as a bubble guy on this roster because he just hasn't made quite enough noise since he's gotten here in New Orleans. I could be wrong. They may like Nathan Shepard a little bit more than what we think. But he can definitely be not a cut candidate, but a trade candidate.
It would have been nice that look. Let me tell you something. You got to move some of these 4-3 guys. Some of these
Yep.
guys are just not fit for the defense. Okay, and then
Yeah.
like Forsky. Forsky is not fitting for the look. We thought it was going to fit because he didn't fit in the 4-3.
Yeah.
So what does he fit, man? I mean, we trying to save this dude, and he's holding up some athletes that is behind. We picked up an undrafted guy that to me it could make this team. I can't think of his name, number 40. And there are several players on this football team that these guys are hungry. They're hungry, EJ,
Yeah.
and in the secondary, number 0. I like him.
Ugo Amadi.
I
Yeah,
like Ugo, but
I love
I think
Ugo.
Ugo is a bubble
No,
casual.
no, I don't think so. I think every time I think Ugo
But he
is
always
going to
make plays.
yes, every
Ugo is
time,
always around. He's
yes,
always around making plays, man. It's hard to cut him,
yes.
man.
Every time I think he's gonna get cut, he makes a damn play. So I just think he's gonna do enough to make this roster once again. I really do. I think he's gonna do it again, man. Like, but
A surprise cut, a surprise. I want you to pick a guy that you just say, man, it's a surprise.
oh,
I got one for you. You're gonna be tripped out.
I think a big
I don't
surprise.
think they're gonna touch Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan gonna retire his name. But go ahead.
I think a big surprise cut to me here is on in that running backs room. I really think that a lot of people at the beginning of the camp thought Cam Akers was going to make this roster. I think he's going
Yes.
to be cut. I think from what I've seen, I just
Because they
don't think
keep
it's
trying
going
to
to fall
trade.
off.
You see, they keep trying to trade to get another running back. So that
Yeah,
tells me they're not happy. They still trying to find one more dude. I'm telling you. So that tells me Cam Akers. We thought Akers would have been a great fit. He's just
yeah.
not. He's just not showing it right now. Now today he has one more shot. EJ, I'm gonna tell you right now what your daddy gonna tell you right now. There's one guy I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna laugh. He got a lot of money on him. He's older. Taysom Hill.
Oh no.
Taysom Hill
Oh, I
get
don't know about
Taysom
that. I
Hill.
don't know about that.
Taysom Hill getting cut.
Why you think so? Why you think so?
One of the reasons we don't know how the injury is. For 2, he's 35 years old. For 3, is Kellen Moore going to let him do Taysom Hill plays? 4,
I think so. I think so.
yeah, but the money he's carrying a lot of money. I would trade him to Sean Payton right
If you
away.
can get a good trade,
I would trade him to Sean Payton right away. I would fleece
if you
Sean
can
Payton
get
because
a
Sean
good
Payton loved
trade
him so
out of
much.
it, then yes, I would do it if it's a good trade. But to just cut him, no, I wouldn't just cut him now. I wouldn't do that. But I do say,
I said a surprise. I said, look, you always get a guy that you be like, damn. Now, do I think it's going to happen? No. But I said if it was a surprise guy, that's just like, Demario Davis being a surprise cut.
yeah,
Okay? So I'm just being, I mean, fans will go crazy, but let's just be honest. When are we going to cut Demario Davis? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a time where we're going to have to release him. If he doesn't play to the high level.
season, I think they're going to extend him for another 1-year deal next year.
Yeah, he's going to retire, Saint.
He'll retire as Saint after next season. That's what I think. Would have happened with Demario. He has nothing more than 1 or 2 seasons left in him. I believe. Especially if we're not, winning the championship or competing for one. I don't see him hanging around.
I don't think Caesar would be a surprise cut. I mean, I
No,
don't
they
think
need
Caesar,
him right now.
I don't think they would Caesar too valuable. Even
Yeah,
though
they need
we don't have a line to get rid of Caesar.
Yeah,
We don't have anybody to get rid of Caesar. See,
they need him.
fans were and Caesar hasn't played with McCoy yet. Okay, so a lot of things he's been doing is with a bunch of patched up rookies. Okay, so I'm not gonna, because like I said, I evaluate tape. And when we had the rookie in, the rookie's pretty good, Simpkins. Simpkins missed a couple of assignments, and it caused Caesar to go running after the play that he's supposed to go into, and Caesar gave up. You got to look at the tape, the film, because that's one thing that we lack in a knowledge of watching. We think
You
it's
mean
Caesar missing blocks.
Simpkins is number 68. He's
Yeah,
from Alabama.
Simpkins is gonna make this team.
He's from Alabama.
He's
But
gonna make this.
he's gonna make the
Simpkins
team.
is going.
He's gonna make the
Simpkins,
team.
even though he missed assignments, because I believe he missed a couple of assignments because he's a rookie, but he go hit somebody. He don't give a damn. Okay, he's always going to try to be.
Put you off here, Dad, but we about literally. It's about time.
Lord.
It's about time for the Saints to go ahead and take the field against the Denver Broncos.
So you mean I talked my way into the game?
That means we've been having fun. We've been enjoying it on here, y'all. Y'all, next week we will not be on because, of course, next week is week 4. They've taken away a preseason game from us. So that means in 2 weeks.
That means they're going to be cutting. That means they're going to be cutting that week.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a lot of cutting. We may go ahead and do a show about, who makes this final roster. But
yeah, that's what we could do.
Arizona is up next. The next time y'all see us on here is week 1 against Arizona at home, y'all. So
Two a days. Post game and pregame.
Pre and post game. So y'all get the full shebang and everything, y'all. Hopefully y'all.
The game day crew will be back.
Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. This is the Batter Sports Show podcast. I'm EJ.
The official game day of the New Orleans Saints. We are the game day. Most of the other podcasters do all the other stuff, but we are the coverage of the game day.
That's every 504 over there, of course. Y'all, hopefully y'all enjoy the game. We about to find a lot about this football team going into the season. Who's gonna be QB1? Who's gonna make this roster or not, man? Y'all enjoy the game, y'all have fun, and of course, if you're in the dome, give Sean a warm welcome, back into the dome and everything.
Listen, y'all got y'all. One thing I'm gonna say, EJ, you gotta have short memories. Yes, he won the Super Bowl for the Saints, but you see what I love about Philadelphia, and I know Master not here. Philly won a championship with Peterson.
Yeah,
and they didn't give a damn. They fired him.
Yeah.
And they got another charge. You got, at some point, you got to let the past go and get ready for the next guy to take over. And it's time for Kellen Moore. Let's give all that love to Kellen Moore, y'all.
Let's go, man. Well, we love y'all on here, man. We'll see y'all next time on the Batter Sports Show podcast. Well, on a 1, 2, 3, we're gonna break this out there. So 1, 2, 3. Hooray!